everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make the chocolate felt ornaments. You won't believe how easy these are to make. We'll begin by hooping a piece of tearaway stabilizer underneath a piece of brown felt. We have our felt hooped and the hoop on the machine, and now the first thing that will be sewn is an outline for where to place the white felt. After that first color is sewn, raise your presser foot and place a piece of white felt over the stitching that you just did. And then make sure to lower your presser foot again before you start sewing the next color. The next color is just a tack down for the white felt. After this color is sewn, I'm going to just remove my hoop just a little bit so it's easier to cut away the excess white felt from around the outside. And you don't have to get real exact here. I cut about 1/8 of an inch away from the stitching. But after the design is completely sewn, that's when I go through and I touch up my cutting to make it look a little more precise. Now I'm going to replace my hoop on the machine correctly, and the third thing that is sewn is the detail stitching, the brown stitching on top of the white felt. Now that the detail stitching is done on the white felt, I'm going to place a 4-inch square of brown felt underneath the design. Now I want to make sure that it's completely covering the underneath of the design. So I kind of feel around and I just make sure that it's centered underneath the design. Now that the design's finished sewing, I'm going to remove the hoop and remove the design from the hoop. I'm going to do any trimming on the threads that I need to do. I'm also going to touch up my cutting here. Some of it's kind of uneven. I didn't get it just right in the hoop, so now's a good time to just make it look a little more sharp. Okay, the design's sewn and I've trimmed around the white, and now I'm going to tear away the excess stabilizer. Next I'm going to cut out the design. I'm going to cut about 1/8 of an inch away from the stitching again. I'm going to stuff the ornament now with some polyester fiber fill stuffing. It's come to my attention that some people may not have hand sewn before, or with the sewing machine either. To make a knot in the end of your thread after you've threaded your needle, just take the end of the thread and wrap it around your finger and then pull it off. Or there is another way to make a knot too. You can take the end of the thread and hold it with your needle and then wrap the thread around the needle, if I can get it here. Wrap the thread around the needle and then just pull your needle through. I'm going to start with taking the needle to the inside of the opening, and that way the knot will be on the inside and it won't show on the outside. And I'm going to sew the opening closed. I'm just going to use a simple running stitch to sew the opening closed. I have some ribbon that's 5/8 inch wide. It's a dark brown ribbon, and I'm going to tie a small bow with this. The bow will be about 2 inches wide when I'm finished. I'm going to cut the ends at an angle because I like the looks of it that way. Now I've got a 4-inch long piece of 1/4 inch wide brown ribbon. This is to make the loop with, And I have the bow that I've tied, and I have the ornament that I've stuffed and sewn the opening closed, and I'm going to use hot glue, and I'm going to glue the bow on the top, on the front. I'm taking the 4-inch piece of ribbon and I'm going to glue the ends together. I've folded it in half, and after I've glued the ends together, I'm going to glue it at the top back side of the ornament. And now it's finished. This would be great to add to the top of a gift also.